Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another GROONBowl recap. We're going to talk about Week 6 this time.
Mm-hmm.
Here with Kyle.
Hello. We
We're
have.
going to dive right in. Let's talk about Wales Conference.
Yep. All right. Sadly, at the top, this is not a game. This is a bye.
Zushio has gone completely MIA since his game last week. So,
Yep.
if you're there, buddy, come back to us, please. But until then, we're assuming this is a bye.
Yep. Life happens. We get it.
Yep.
Anyway, Salmonella Express got a concede, which is 2 touchdowns, 2 MVPs, which goes to some dudes.
I have no idea which these 2 touchdowns are. Maybe those are good touchdowns. I don't know.
At any
These 2
rate,
MVPs on Skanks was kind of painful.
Yeah, that's Blood Bowl though.
Let's talk about Tim doing Tim stuff to Wilfrey.
Yeah, I think I saw a bit of this actually. Yeah, I saw this. This was ugly.
Why is this plus Agi gutter runner getting MVPs?
Because it wants that next level. It's a vanity pass from this next level. Well, you're lucky that it's now because he's gonna vanity pass in your game, and it's gonna have its next level.
God, Rabble Master got 13 more SPP. That's his other Storm Vermin, right?
Not no, Rabble Master is the agility guy.
Oh no, this is the Agi asshole. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, that thing just did idiotic things in this game.
Fuck this thing, I'm gonna do my best to kill it.
Yeah, Pile Drivers is killer.
Yeah, Pile Driver's the killer.
Goblin Raiders is the line rat, and I'm pretty sure Kiki Jiki's a, pretty sure that's a, some kind of thing that moves the ball real fast. Gutter runner? That thing.
Probably a gutter.
Yeah.
Man, this is, this game, though, equal blocks, but Tim gets all the removals.
Yeah, having an actual
some of this
killer.
Is mighty blow, but still, this was 36 to 34 blocks, and it's 16 armor breaks to 5.
Yeah,
and it's rats versus Wood Elves, man. Like they're both AV7.
Yep. I mean, the occupation is such that just the Wood Elves had the ball, but they only converted it once. The rats had the ball, and then it just turns into a touchdown because that's what Agility 5-man does.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I assume that this is Rats took the ball from Wood Elves one time exactly, and then ta-da.
Yep.
I see that how that happens in the second half when you're obviously down, man.
Actually, I remember.
So this sucks.
I think I remember him taking it from Wood Elves a couple of times. It's real rough.
Yeah, I mean, that's Tim's team. He's built to make every drive his drive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sucks. You gotta really super protect the ball from rats. It sucks. You just have to kill them all. Roll better dice than you did.
Wilfrey actually set up for this sort of thing well at the start of the tournament because he had his strip ball Wood Elf War Dancer that could potentially make every drive his drive. The issue is he's been beat up and he doesn't have it working for him.
Yeah, I mean it's 87.
Yep.
It just hasn't come for Tim yet. Maybe it'll come for him next week.
Yep. Yeah, you see this. He's keeping the armor busted War Dancer. I think he might have been down a War. Yeah, he was down the War Dancer in this game, so that also makes it extra rough. He now has an Agi 5 piece as well, though, which is pretty cool. It's on his lino. Yeah, he's got an Agi 5 line Wood Elf, which frankly, line Wood Elf, good as a positional. This thing is great. If you keep this team around, this thing eventually turns into a star along with that guard line Elf. Those are real positionals.
Those are 2 real good linemen, and you really only need 3 bad linos on Wood Elves.
Yeah, I mean, it's the rule of 5. You can only protect 5 dudes, but you protect those 2 dudes. Sure. You protect your War Dancers, and then you get 1 gutter runner, Wood Elf catcher, that thing.
I mean, yeah, you can do that, but what I'm saying is you don't mind having 2 skills on a couple of linemen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Block dodge is great on a lino. You just don't really want it on the lino, the lineman linos, because they're gonna get murdered.
Yep, you always need 3 fresh dudes, and this team already gets 1 fresh dude, so that's something. Yeah. Wilfrey's not out of it yet, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll talk about playoff contention at the end of the act. Oh, hey.
Let's talk about Bus and this is Sign?
No, that's Nerd. That is very Nerd.
Look at this nerdy SPP here on this thrall.
Yeah, that's his MVP. Oh hey, that was his MVP on his one of his the things. The things
That's
that
a
you get
lot.
for free.
Yeah, loners.
Yes.
It's a lot of SPP here for Dark Elves.
We see who is the puncher in this matchup. But Nert still held onto the ball a whole heck of a lot. He took over one of Bus's drives. So I get the feeling that Bus scored on Nert's drive, and Nert scored on Bus's drive from the occupation.
I believe that's correct.
Which is amazing.
I mean, that's edgy 4 teams playing against each other sometimes.
Yep, and he only converted so many thrall downs into injuries. Doesn't look like he did anything to the Vamps. Maybe he did. I didn't see this game, sadly.
Yeah, failed catch, failed pass again. Looks like some plays didn't work.
Yeah, that'll happen. I do like the jump up. The fact that Bus has a couple of jump up activations is pretty exciting. That's a real skill on that War Dancer.
Oh yeah, jump up's great. Witch Elf.
Yes, the Dark Elf War Dancer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be perfectly honest. I like the first Witch Elf almost as much or better than War Dancers. It needs to get block, which is a real skill tax, but I really like having a frenzy piece on a team.
Yeah. I mean, you'd put 6 SPP into an Agi 4, was it move 8 piece, move 7, whatever, and then suddenly you have an awesome piece. It's okay. Mm-hmm. The tax is not big.
It's not like Werewolves where you can get Blodge, and you want Blodge, but you have neither part of it starting out. Werewolf starts are rough. Witch Elf starts not so bad, and I mean the fact that he has the 4 blitzers is also real good. Is his team recovered? Does he finally have his last blitzer? I know he's had some punches.
I don't know.
I'm gonna quick look at this. No? Yes? There they are.
He does have all 4 blitzers. One of them is broken, though. He has not replaced the broken one because he doesn't have the money.
Yeah, you can't. You just, it has block.
He's gotten his 3rd reroll, though, so...
Yep, it's a fast lino with block. I mean, it's a block plus move
You
lino.
let him go do all the really dumb, likely to get you dead shit.
Yep, and it's not like he's putting SPP on that guy. He's got 3 real good blitzers. One of them even has guard. This is a team that's shaping up.
Yeah, Bus's team's great. The Dark Elves are always great. And he gets to put lots of SPP on his 4 blitzers, so to speak. These 3 good blitzers and his Witch Elf, so...
Yep. Yeah, no, this is something that's just it's coming out of the tournament fine, and if it's going into playoffs, it's in good shape too. But again...
Yeah, we'll talk about that some more in a minute. If you have a winning record, it's easy to make playoffs.
You faced Hiroto Sukara and 2-2'd. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it was... Man, he is an aggressive-ass Elves coach.
Good.
He will take any play at the ball that exists.
Good. We need more of that.
That said, kill the Elves.
I
utilized my my standard approach to Elves and just channeled hatred to break armor 6 times and or rather remove 6 guys and 14 armor breaks.
So, I have a question here. And that is a good strategy, and you tied it up as a result. You managed to get 2 points off that. He got 2 points off 6% ball possession.
He did. That did happen to me.
So, given my math, 6% means you have it for 1 turn. What the fuck?
So if you take the ball and score with it in a turn, you've not got any possession numbers. You just have a score.
Thank you. Thank you for answering the rhetorical question I was posing.
That's why these numbers don't add up to 200%.
That's the thing I was hoping was true. That was my hypothesis, and thank you for confirming it.
Yeah, man, he will just run into the cage and do all this awful shit, and he's got a strip ball guy, and the ball is never safe.
Good.
That was my takeaway. I felt blessed to have gotten a tie out of this game.
Wow. That is exciting from an Agi coach. And if I ever am going to learn to Agi, I have a feeling it might be that method. But I need to learn how to do it properly, because I've done it like Dark Elf quasi bash Agi. And, well, that's a neat strategy. That sounds fun. For him, maybe not for you. But you got some SPP.
got a vanity pass in here, leveled some guys. I don't remember what I took now. It's been so long since I did it, but I'm pretty sure you, the Agi receiver, leveled. Oh, I remember what you got. You got plus move.
Oh, sweet.
You're becoming an elf even more.
Sweet. You even have block.
Yeah, man. You get block 4 Agi, 8 move or 7 move. You're like becoming a receiver.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll figure out how to get catch or something someday.
Yeah, let's I'm gonna look at
Nerves of Steel.
You take catch first.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got Broken Erosia. You've got Dirty Player Lino, the Elf, Voyager has the real solid thrower. I see you took Safe Hands.
I did take Safe Hands.
Oh baby, this tackle dodge berserker is beautiful. Oh, and you've got some more
you
guard.
Got dodge.
2 guard. That is guard doubles on the berserker, or is that just a thing?
No. Berserker is my strength piece.
That's
he had to
real
roll
good.
doubles to get Agi, to get the dodge there.
Oh.
And then runners get Agi access on normals and strength on doubles.
Got it. I thought they
and
started
then
with
Linos
Donos.
are all like just general, so you've decided that you're not going to take a bad skill. You're just going to take stat ups.
Oh, well, I mean, you can still take, like, Fend, Dodge. I think Fend on a
That's what
receiver
you
is pretty
probably
good.
take next. I would love to put dodge on you, but you have to roll doubles for it.
Yeah, Fend's still real good. I meant to say tackle, but I don't really have words right now. But don't worry, I can fake it.
I just don't really want... I don't feel like putting the AV7 double stat up piece somewhere where tackle is useful is a great idea a lot of times.
I think you could potentially use this as a safety if you're not on offense. So that's why I'm thinking plus move is good for tackle, because this is one of your movement 7 pieces.
That's a good point.
That said, I think Fend is probably what you would take first if you want the piece to live longer.
That was my plan, was to take Fend at 31, and that lets me maybe live to 51. And at 51, if he still hasn't rolled doubles, he gets tackle. Yeah, I mean, like I'd like snap dodge off if it ever becomes an option. But...
Oh yeah, this team's shaping up real good.
Lots of SPP in good places. I've been pretty happy with the lack of deaths too. That's been nice.
Yeah, you even have 12 linemen. I mean, yeah, your 12th lineman's got a little bit of a ding on him, but whatever.
That's fine. He just stands in the middle of the line.
Yep.
Hiroshia gets punched in the face like he deserves.
And speaking of getting punched in the face, let's have a look at this last thing. Although I think this might be more boots than punches. 2 deaths and a victory.
Man, what died?
Huh.
Well, this is
where that blitzer died,
I don't
isn't it?
remember what died.
I'm pretty sure he lost a knight to secure this victory.
No. It could be injured, but the 2 deaths were on top deckers.
Oh yeah. No, he got the agility busted blitzer, who does the plus strength guy, and he's keeping him because you just keep that. It's just this guy doesn't get to make dodges anymore.
I don't see any glaring holes in Voyager's team, so it must have been zombies.
I think Jimmy took 2 deaths and
you're right.
Bust. Yo, that's right. One of his blockers just died.
Yeah, because Chad here is from the other team.
Yeah, he lost a blocker. He lost a lino. Another lino took a perm. And one of his strength blitzer is...
Take us Agi.
Yep, I remember hearing about that. Jimmy got the victory, but he paid for it with a lot of blood.
Yes, he did. His team... Well, I mean, he didn't... The only one that was like a real major loss is this blitzer, right?
The blocker, I think, had Mighty Blow Wrestle, so I think it was developed.
Well,
it's
they
not
come
like...
with Wrestle.
Yeah, they come with Wrestle, so it's just 1 level, and it was in normals, but still, it's your Mighty Blow gone.
It sucks. Yeah.
It's your boy Mighty Blow.
You need to make another one, but Jimmy Battle Farts is on his way to it, so...
Yeah. That guy's on his way to it, and I mean, like, the other blockers might get it if they level up, we'll see. Might just take Stand Firm, who knows. Like, Wrestle, Guard, Stand Firm, that's a heck of a piece.
My guess is Jimmy wants to play the ball more, so he probably takes, like, the Stand Firm or something.
Yeah. At any rate, his team is still fine. You still keep that piece, because that's still a Strength 4 Knight. but
it's just a black orc now.
With Dauntless and Dodge. So it's already Blodge, which, real nice. Right, was that it for games? That was it for games.
That's it for Wales, yeah. Let's go talk about the leaderboard for a minute.
The thing I keep hinting at. So, Tim's locked. The playoffs is these top 4 spots.
Yeah, like super snap up.
And
like, it's going to be real hard for both Voyager and Jimmy to lose their spots.
Yeah.
But, like, I could certainly lose mine.
Yep, Bus and you are real in contention. And I wouldn't put Sign or Wilfrey out of it.
Exactly. We're 2 games out here, so Sign and Wilfrey basically have to win all their games out from here. Like, maybe there's some outside chance Nerd can... No, Nerd can't.
No. Yeah. These... Honestly, the fact that those are losses and not draws at all, and the fact that you guys have draws means that I think it's just between you and Bus.
I'm like secretly 4-0-3 or 4-0-2 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. You and Bus are pretty much both in this, and your teams are both in fine enough shape that you both are in contention. It's whoever wins out.
I have to win. I have to win like at least one of my matches here, and then it's still kind of spicy.
If Bus wins both and you win and draw, then Bus is in.
I have to fight Tim this week, and that game is going to be kind of tough. So my spot is certainly not locked up.
And Bus, meanwhile, is fighting...
he's sort of in the same footing that I am.
Well, he's fighting Zushio, and that might be a bye, might not be. And then he's fighting... Does he still have the fight? He has Voyager to fight, so that's rough for him. And then on the last day... The last day, he's fighting you.
I fight.
You are fighting Bus on the last week, so I suspect that's going to be a game where we try and figure out who actually is in.
Yeah, that's since both of us are contenders, it means that one of us has to lose a game there. Basically, it's kind of tough.
That it might well come down to that. I doubt it's going to be decided by that point because you are fighting.
I'm gonna fight Tim this week.
Oh yeah, there you are. Yeah, good luck with that. Then you're fighting. Oh yes, you're fighting. Wait, you're fighting Zushio.
It's 3 games to go. Sorry, I thought it was 2.
Yeah. No, you both have a game versus Zushio, so that might be a bye for both of you. So you both have that in your future. You're fighting Tim. Bus is fighting Voyager. So you both have a couple of really tough ones. So you both have one maybe bye, maybe soft game. Then you have, because poor Broken Camry, I respect Zushio for playing it out, and I hope he does, but poor guy. And then you have to both fight a tough team, Voyager for Buzz, you with Tim. And then your last game is each other, so that's going to be real fun.
Yeah, I mean, and with 3 games to go, that means that both Sign and Wilfrey are still kind of in it. It's like really got to win all your games from here on.
Yeah, because one of you at least is going to take a loss there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still kind of tight. I mean, you just got to make top 4.
Yep.
There's only 10 of us. 40%.
Yep. So I'm going to look at that leaderboard again because we've just had that discussion. But, like, neither of these are locked, the 3-2-1 or 3-1-2. They're likely, but Wilfred and Sign, if you guys win out, that's actually pretty good because then you'll be a number 504. And 504 can potentially...
Tim's not locked. Like, the most technically, does he play Zushio yet?
Here's the thing about...
one of them, didn't he?
Yeah. Here's the thing about Tim's record. If Voyager or Jimmy loses out, I suppose they could be out. Because then you and Bus could potentially both be in. And then one of Sign or Wilfred could be in if they win out. But, it seems unlikely. And one of you guys is probably out, and the other one's probably in. But, like, if you both lose out, except for, like, that one win is not going to be against each other, is not going to be enough to put you in if they win.
Exactly. If everybody else wins out.
Yep.
Irrelevant anyway.
So, that means that it's definitely down to this top 7, and nobody should give up, because, like, Nert and Hiroto definitely can play spoiler, and so can Zushio, honestly, because if he wins any of these games, that's going to make it real spicy.
Yeah, both these guys inherited a bunch of losses from bye weeks, too, so...
And let me tell you, having watched Camry the other day, occasionally Khemri just kills the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyway, on that note, I think we're going to switch over.
Yeah, let's go talk about Campbell Conference.
Yep. This is my second time playing around in the little interface thing. Let's look at last week, week 6. So
Surf Lord Supreme and Strong Women Role Models, which is Antler Hill and Forest.
Yep.
Forest Denizen.
Real Denizen takes this with 1, but it's a 1-0, which means something interesting happened here.
Yeah, somebody got stalled.
Yeah, they both thought that they were the basher with 43 blocks versus 43 block. And
this
Dodge.
Looks like we stalled out the Chaos Drive because he has it like the whole half.
Yep.
And just like can't get there with it, it looks like. And then it's a slugfest with very, very poor removal conversion.
So it looks like Denizen scored his on. It looks like he scored on his own drive, honestly.
Oh man, Antler Hill takes 2 Kaz here off his own actions. The ground, I guess.
Ugh, that's rough. Or surfs. Might have been surfs. That could be real rough.
Or sorry, he takes 1 additional off the ground. I misread.
Yeah. Well, that's honestly a pretty respectable result. Forest is still, when you don't have tackle against that many Amazons and that much guard, it's
so much guard.
Real rough.
Took a tackle Pestigore here.
Oh well.
Or Beastman, whatever they're called on Chaos.
Good. I think that's absolutely necessary.
Oh yeah, I love naked tackle man on Gore. He's great. Like it looks really funny when you look at the team list, but then you play with the team and you realize that this guy's awesome. He just like goes and marks the guy with dodge.
Or you two to be the thing that has it, and I mean,
yeah,
okay, you can't. Both down isn't so good for you, unless you're willing to take that. But like it means that rolling a 5 actually does a thing when you're blitzing the ball with it.
Exactly, and like 6+ is a hell of a lot harder than 5+. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this team is shaping up. It now it's got its full roster of warriors. Has for a minute. Some of them have block, and you got a block beastman, you got a wrestle beastman, you got a tackle beastman. Those are all good, turning into positionals. Like
it was his only 2 block warriors. One's only 1 away. You really need to get like a vanity pass on Nasticular Nelson here. Like, get him blocked. Do it now.
Yep, and I mean, if you look back at that match, he definitely made a vanity pass. It was just with Tubular Turk. So I suspect that he's going to make another one later. Gnarly Nelly got the 5 SPP, which is that is the tackle Pestigore, so he didn't have it for this game, which is rough. But I mean, that is good for the future of this team.
Get a touchdown on this Wrestle Beastman too. He's like 3 away. That's turns into either a strip ball or a tackle here. I might even take the strip ball.
Yep. And I'm going to look at those Amazons, partially because I haven't played them yet. I want to see how they're coming along.
Oh yeah, they're filthy still.
They're somewhere around here.
Up in the top in the middle.
Thank you. Yes. They.
Oh, is he lost?
Oh yeah, he's got the mighty blow now. I like it.
Did he have like a kick lino or something?
He had leader or sure hands on something. It died.
Okay. Well, that's died.
Yep, and then he eventually picked up the catcher, which will eventually get agility skills when it does things.
Maybe.
Right now we've just got
we
just have a bunch of line women that are almost block pieces, but not quite. Unless some of them are eventually.
Yeah, they really need to. So I think he needs to spend a game like getting vanity passes in here, like real bad, because he's got 2 blitzers 1 away, 2 linemen 1 away, and then he's got like this other lineman that's a touchdown away. There's a whole bunch of levels that are like about to hatch here.
Yeah, it's just I don't think he's ever had time because Denizen's just been mixing it up with the fact that he's got 4 guard, which is frankly amazing.
Time. You have to make it.
Yeah, you can try and bash yourself sometime, but I think his plans to win.
I mean, it's those drives that you get back on like turn 6. It's a great time to get a vanity pass in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, that is coming along. Let's look at our schedule again. We've got oh yeah, Rusty and myself. Rusty was real
Did
busy
you
this
guys?
week.
How did this game go? No armor breaks. It's a very pillow-fisted game, huh?
Rusty and I both had very busy weeks. We tried to find time. I'm, as you noticed, mostly asleep by 9 p.m. Rusty is often not home by 9 p.m. And our weekends just didn't line up. So I was not going to make him take the loss for this because I also couldn't make it any time. So we drew.
Mutual inability to schedule.
Which is the worst result for both of us because neither of us gets any touchdowns.
5 SPP.
Yep. But I think that's fair. We espouse play your games. Sorry we couldn't manage it. So we're both kind of taking a bit of a ding for this. That's life.
It's a draw. You still get a point. It's not the end of the world.
All right.
Talk about Hiroshia and the alt lefties.
Hiroshia continuing his thing of winning out.
God, I feel so bad. Alt lefties is Gnatic, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, he got a Flolum level. That is huge. On the other hand, he sustained a death. Who was that on?
Let's go look. Flesh Golem got blocked.
Yeah, no. Flesh Golem getting blocked. Like I said, that is huge. Block is the right choice in a very long league. Jimmy has recently pointed out to me, and he's a real good Necro coach, that in a short league, it is occasionally worth it to take guard over block. But man, it's block. You're not wrong. It's just sometimes guard is a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
He is... Let's see. Yep, the Fresh Werewolf is back. It got a touchdown. That's huge at some point. That's the flow with the level.
4 out of 6. That's like big. I don't remember where he was. I guess the death might have been a ghoul. Did he have a ghoul before?
You never start with 2 ghouls. Honestly, this is a ghoul that he picked up. I suspect it was a zombie.
Probably. It's just he has 6 zombies, and I don't think any of them are fakes.
Does the death count if it regens?
I don't think it does. It might.
This
Honestly,
is weird.
Might.
Like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Having the full 13-man roster on Necro when you don't have both ghouls is a little weird. It's not bad. Necro's a great fouling team. You can definitely leverage this man.
I just don't think he's had a man die.
Yeah. I think
this was a ghoul died and got replaced here. I mean,
that's
I
legitimate.
out my ass, but how many games does Robert Mueller have played? The answer is 0. He has just been bought. Yep,
there you go. Mystery solved. That is rough. That was 70k down the drain, but that 60k is eventually going to turn into another 70k ghoul. And that's what you do with money on Necros. You buy new ghouls when they explode, because that's what ghouls do. Especially versus Chorfs.
Yeah. Does he have a second bull yet? That's a good question.
Let's check that out afterwards. He gave 3 Kaz this game.
Not.
Let me tell you, alt lefties 50 blocks to 44 blocks. So that's 89 doing work.
You got another claw. Or no, he started with 2 claw, right?
He started with 2 claw. One of them has Mighty Blow, right?
Yes, one's got Mighty Blow now. So this is just no dev, really. He's got some more Kaz SPP on these other dwarves, and that's important. But
yep. He's got Kick Hob, that's fine. Block Bull, that's also fine. He's got a bunch of Chorfs that he wants to have guard, but you get there eventually.
Someday.
110k, he's almost to another bull. It's one more win, you get there. Still got 4 rerolls, still got 1 APO.
Let's still have an APO, yeah, that's really big.
He's coming along. And his record's fine, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, let's talk about this another tie for goblins is what I'm trying to say.
That is huge versus the Moniker. Moniker having 3 expulsions, so I have to ask, was he defensively fouling?
I have no idea what was happening here, but there's 3 expulsions on one side and 2 on the other, and Moniker gets another loner MVP, and I don't know, there's something died on goblins. I wonder what that was. I wonder if it was important.
Alright, so Moniker had 2 chainsaw hits. How the hell do elves get a chainsaw? Is he rolling the other guy's chainsaw? How does that work?
I think he gets to did he like induce one or something? I don't know. Can he?
I didn't
he has
think
to have. I don't know.
That's confusing, and I wish I'd had a chance to ask him about this. Let me see if I can summon it.
He like literally has to have induced one to have those rolls right, unless yeah, because that's the 1d6 to see if you hit yourself right.
Mm-hmm. Throw teammate failed once, succeeded once. Smart trolls. Actually, no, that's statistically average trolls. Like almost exactly statistically average trolls. And the goblin's armor kind of exploded, but you know, whatever, that's normal.
How many like skilled pieces did Moniker have before this game?
Well, he had to buy a new bong snake at some point.
It has dodge now. I don't know when that happened.
That is, I think that might be new.
He's got a catcher that's got dodge now. He's got a 6 SPP guard lino, but I think he had that right.
Yeah, guard lino has been one of his positionals for a while. He got a new Rusty. That thrower had to get replaced at some point. The lino that was me has been dead a while, so that version of me is real dead. Oh, yeah, no, the tackle dodge blitzer is the starting skilled piece that he still has.
Exactly.
Yep. I mean, that was one of his 2 starting skill pieces. The other one is, and, oh, wow, he has a catcher that leveled this time. That's also pretty huge. So, Moniker's team is coming along nicely, the bits of it that he has. And right now he's trying to convert money into, pieces. I think he'll probably buy another catcher before he starts buying linos, but I'm not sure.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
The goblin team definitely lost just a regular goblin and still got its saw and it's still got its ball, and both trolls have blocked, so...
Well, that's the part that you care about on goblins. He still has that diving tackle. Yep, diving tackle.
Diving tackle, yes.
That's fine. Like, a diving tackle goblin is probably just fine.
Yeah, it's great. It's like that or sidestep.
I mean, those are the 2 skills, and I think diving tackle matters more because it's more annoying. Like, sidestep makes them harder to kill, and that is a losing battle.
Yep, exactly. Well, let's go talk about this last game here.
Yeah.
So, this humans v necro fighting.
That is the
Or is
most
he
mummies.
undead?
That's mummies on undead.
Yeah,
That is the most mummies on
right.
necro. Crate said he found this kind of terrifying and felt like he wasn't playing so great. But upon reflection, I think he's doing okay because Furl's good, dude.
He's got like super outblocked.
Yeah, you're playing humans versus undead. That's gonna happen.
So no, I didn't see how this started, but these numbers look like a snowball to me.
Yeah, Crate felt like it was definitely a ding to his confidence, but man, that's just what undead does to you if undead gets to play
They
their
are
game.
in your face the whole time, and if it works for them, your team just ends up in the Cas box. It is not just you.
Yeah, 6 KOs, 2 Cas, that's honestly pretty standard for getting snowballed against undead.
So this is only 16 armor breaks.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Pretty good removal rate for armor breaks.
Mm-hmm. The fact that Crate was able to convert a point off this, I think, is a successful game. And
There's also one thing that I want to point out, if I'm not mistaken.
What, the part where he has a lino named Chorf teams with no APO?
I've seen it for a long time. I want to point out Crate's KO wake-up rate.
Oh, where is that? Dice rolls for dumb things.
Dice rolls.
Oh, yeah, that's a little below 50%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's going to happen.
5 guys out in the first half, and none of them woke up going to turn 8 on his drive.
Well,
and then like most of them didn't wake up for the second half, and well,
sometimes that happens, and then you're just happy to play for the 2-1. Like,
yeah, so like he got snowballed by a bunch of KOs and didn't wake up. Like life sucks.
Like, if
how it goes.
If your KOs wake up, you're trying to play to a 1-1 here. But if they don't, well, you don't really have the men to stall them with, so I don't think he took.
Round of pace.
And you take permanent damage. That's fine. All right.
Exactly, yeah, this was a fine game. It just happened to be bad dice for the humans, and Furl took advantage of it. So like,
Speaking of
Game of Blood
that,
Bowl.
that puts Furl solidly at the top of the leaderboard with 5
He is
wins,
not
1
so
draw.
far as in the lead as Tim was in the other, but this
He's
is
almost
still pretty
there.
commanding.
He's
Something's gotta go really horribly wrong for him not to make the playoffs.
like, I'm probably pretty much out of the playoffs. So is Crate. So is Moniker. Like, I just haven't been able to convert my setup to wins. So I think part of that is I've had some cold dice, but also I don't think I'm as solid as Undead as either Voyager or Furl is. Like, I like the team.
Mathematically eliminated, but it is real hard.
If I win out, that still puts me at 4-2-3. I don't think that's good enough.
I mean, that's better than everybody but first place if they lose out.
I don't think that many people can physically lose out, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, odds are really, really bad. You're in, like, the 1% land.
Yep. Meanwhile, we've got Gnatic and Hiroshia probably are in it. So for all the Gnatic's taking some dings, he's doing fine. His team is in good shape, and he's got playoff shots. Hiroshia is... I did say this in the first episode, you play that team, it's still fine.
Chorf, man.
Congratulations, dude. You have learned how to bash. This is how it works. And
punch the mans.
If you don't enjoy it,
punches every turn.
If you don't enjoy it, switch next tournament. But whatever you're doing is working.
Just imagine if your team had guard on it.
Yeah. And speaking of things working the way they should, why?
Yeah, this goblin's in 4th place. Everything is right in the world.
Yeah. Okay. This is beautiful. Prozac explained better than I ever could what he's doing with these goblins. It's fascinating. It's a clinic on what goblins should be doing, and I love it.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that said, Rusty and Forrest here both are still certainly in this. They're only a point behind him.
Yeah.
Excuse me, 2 points behind him. But still, I think they can easily catch it if goblins do goblin things and lose like 3 games in a row here. So.
Yep. Especially because Rusty and I drew, and I'm not going to let the man fall on his sword. We both were in a situation where it's just not there for either of us.
Yeah, you're busy this month, and he's like a jet-setting radio future boy or something. So
yeah, he
just didn't line up this week, so whatever.
Look, if you watch Rusty's videos, he has an amazing soundtrack. Yeah, nope. Crate's out of it. Rusty's and Antler Hill is also out of it. I had sorry, buddy, I missed you down there at the bottom. You're the case where Build apparently is Destiny.
Nuffle hates that Minotaur, man. It just wants it on the sideline all the time.
Yeah, like Antler Hill is a good coach. Every single one of the games I've seen, he's playing at least solid. Like,
yeah, he's just playing kind of a gimp team in a league that's pretty stacked.
Mm-hmm. Like, none of us are really playing bad teams. Like, even with Moniker's beat-up team, it's still fine. Like, my team is not bad. It's just I'm definitely misplaying a bit, and when it matters, the dice have been a little cold. And the life hates Moniker. Like, his elves don't want to live.
It's elves, man. No one wants the elves to live, not even the elf coach.
It's true. But, yeah, no, this is an exciting league, and I think the people who are up in our top spots have done a really good job about it. So, we'll see where this goes. It should be an exciting end of the league. Exciting playoffs.
Well, anything else for this?
No, I think this is where we're at. It's, I am enjoying watching this turn into eventual playoff matches. And, we'll get there when we get there.
We'll have something much firmer for playoffs next week, and that's when we'll see you again.
Yep. Good night.
Have a good one. Okay, we did it.